March is Gambling Awareness Month, a good time to reflect on gambling habits. I sat down with Dr. Sanal Lewis, Executive Director of Chicago Operations at Gateway Foundation, to learn how to tell if you or a loved one's betting habits might be signaling a more serious problem and when to seek help.
In Illinois, there are 1.1 million individuals who suffer from gambling disorder or who are at high risk for a gambling disorder. There was a study done, an Illinois prevalence study done in 2022, and it basically stated that individuals who have a gambling disorder there's also a high correlation between gambling and substance use disorder, anxiety, depression, alcohol use disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder. So there's a link between a lot of these mental health issues that people need to be aware of.
And there's some important facts out there that people need to know about that, especially pertaining to people that are here in Illinois. Can you share some of those with us?
Absolutely. Like I said, there are 1.1 million individuals who struggle with gambling disorder or who are at risk. Also, we know that gambling addiction means that an individual continues to gamble even though they're experiencing those adverse effects of those activities.
Meaning like they are financial debt or the home life is starting to crumble?
Absolutely. We begin to see them continue to compulsively gamble even when they've lost all their money.
Okay, and that's when you know it is actually an addiction rather than a pastime.
Absolutely.
Okay, what are some of the warning signs that it has gotten to that? Because a lot of times when you're in it, you probably don't recognize it.
Absolutely.
So what are some of the signs we should be looking out for?
You can look for if they begin to lie about their spending habits, if they begin to borrow money from family members or friends without a real observable need. They begin to apply for credit cards or lines of credit that they need. Large sums of money begin to disappear. So things like that, we want to make sure we take account and that we get our loved ones help if we see them experiencing those challenges.
But is there a way that people can enjoy gambling responsibly?
Absolutely. You can treat gambling as any other recreational activity, but if you have or you're experiencing these challenges, you can set limits. So you can set limits on how much I want to spend, you can set boundaries, and when you get close to reaching those limits or boundaries, then you need to pull back. But if you can't, then it's important that people seek help for their gambling problem.
And then Gateway Foundation, of course, has a way for helping people who have a gambling disorder.
Absolutely. Gateway Foundation provides individual and group counseling for those struggling with compulsive gambling or who have a gambling problem. Gateway provides substance use disorder treatment and mental health services for individuals. So we want to make sure people reach out and they can contact our 855-925-HOPE number. That is our 24-hour helpline, or they can reach us on our website at gatewayfoundation.org.
Without fear of judgment or
Absolutely.
any type of repercussions.
Absolutely. It's important to remember that problem gambling can easily escalate into an uncontrollable addiction. So it's important that people seek help initially when you see your family member or friend struggling, that you seek help for them so that they can get the help that they need.
If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, gambling or otherwise, you can reach out to Gateway Foundation. Their information there is on your screen.